The second call came in at 11:40 on Thursday night. A different address this time, a different crime, a man unconscious on a kitchen floor, a broken window, forced entry. I wrote the address down. I drove there alone at midnight. I did not call it in. I did not tell my supervisor. I just drove. The crime had already happened. 6 hours before I received that call, someone had already reported it. Officers had already responded. The scene was already taped. I was standing in the hallway of that building, looking down at a police scene that my phone had described to me before it was reported. Then my phone rang, same number. The voice said my name. Then it said, "You have 3 days." 3 days until what? I said. The line disconnected. Before I continue, if you are watching this, drop a comment and tell me where you are watching from. I want to know. Like this video if the story has you already, and subscribe with notifications on because I am uploading 1 episode every day this week. You do not want to miss what comes next. I want to be precise about what I did and did not do in the 48 hours between finding the recording and driving to that building. I did not go to sleep on Wednesday. I stayed at the kitchen table until the sun came up, and then I sat in my living room and I thought about the call with the clinical part of my brain that I use at work. I listed what I knew as facts and what I suspected as inference. Verified, a call had come in from an unverifiable number. The voice had matched mine. My chair had been moved. Inferred, someone had been in my apartment. Inferred, the call and the chair were connected. Inferred, this was not random. The inference that changed everything. If someone could make a call sound like my voice, they had access to recordings of my voice that were high quality enough to be convincing. The highest quality recordings of my voice exist in the call management system, which means whoever did this had access to the system. I sat with that inference for a long time. Then the second call came. I came in Thursday morning, my day off. I asked Cal if I could talk to him. He took me into his office and closed the door. I told him everything precisely and in order, the unverifiable number, the voice on the recording, the chair. I did not tell him my theory about the call management system access because it was still inference and I was not ready to say it out loud. Cal listened without interrupting. He has a particular listening quality that 23 years of supervising night shift dispatchers has built in him. He looked at the recording on my laptop. He put my earbuds in. He pressed play. He listened for 30 seconds. Then he took the earbuds out. Cal, the audio is corrupted on my end, Marlo. I'm getting a degraded file. I can hear the call audio, your voice, the routing tones, but the second voice is not rendering. Marlo, what do you mean it's not rendering? Cal, I hear ambient sound. I hear a breath. I don't hear a voice. I listened to the recording again on my own earbuds while he watched me. I heard the whispered voice clearly, unmistakably. I could hear every word. He could not hear it. We sat in his office for a moment. He was doing what supervisors do when they are concerned about a member of their team. Cal, Marlo, is it possible you were asleep? It happens on the long shifts. The system can generate ghost entries sometimes when... Marlo, I wasn't asleep. I dispatched 2 units. The call is in the log. Cal, the call ID is in the log. The origin field is unverifiable. The recording is corrupted. I can't corroborate what you heard. There was a pause. Marlo, the chair was moved. Cal, I believe that you believe it was moved. I looked at him. We had worked together for 4 years. This conversation was over in a way that was not hostile, but was final. Cal, take the week. Come back Monday. If anything else happens that worries you, call me, day or night. I said I would. I left his office. I sat in my car in the parking structure for a few minutes. I was not angry. I was thinking. If the recording was corrupted, specifically corrupted in a way that removed only the second voice while leaving everything else intact, that was not a technical error. That was deliberate. Someone had modified the recording after the call ended. Someone with access to the call management system's storage layer. The same person who had made the call. It came in at 11:40 Thursday night. I was at my kitchen table because I had not managed to be anywhere else in the apartment for an extended period since Wednesday morning. My phone was face up on the table. I saw the number appear, same unverifiable format, same arrangement of digits. I looked at it for 2 rings. I answered. The same whispered voice, the same controlled quality, but a different address. A street I knew in the Capitol Hill neighborhood, a residential building, a specific apartment number on the 3rd floor. She described the situation. A man unconscious on the kitchen floor, a broken window, signs of forced entry. She said it once, clearly, and then the call disconnected. I sat at my table. I wrote the address down. I looked at it for a moment. I am a trained emergency dispatcher. I know what I should have done. I should have called the information in to the center through the correct channels. I should not have driven there at midnight on my own, alone, without notifying anyone. I drove there at midnight on my own, alone, without notifying anyone. The drive took 11 minutes. The building was a 4-story walk-up on a quiet residential street. The lobby door was propped open by a package delivery. I took the stairs to the 3rd floor. Apartment 304. I stood outside the door. I knocked. No answer. I tried the handle. Locked. I walked to the window at the end of the hallway overlooking the alley below. The crime had already happened. Someone had already been called. The scene was already being processed. Not by me. I had not called it in. I had driven straight here. Which meant the crime had happened at some point before 11:40, when the whispered voice described it to me on my phone. According to the dispatch log I pulled up on my phone standing in that hallway, the incident had been reported 6 hours ago. The call had described it accurately, every detail exact, 6 hours before I received it. I stood in that hallway for 7 minutes. I know the exact time because I was tracking it on my phone. 7 minutes of standing in the dark, looking at a crime scene through a window, thinking about a call that had known it was going to happen. Then my phone rang, same number. I answered before I had consciously decided to. The whispered voice said my name. Not dispatcher, not Miss. Marlowe. My first name clearly, with the emphasis of someone who has read it from a file rather than from a relationship. The way someone says a name they have found rather than been given. It said, Marlowe, you have 3 days. I said, 3 days until what? The line disconnected. I stood in the hallway with my phone in my hand. 3 days. From that moment, Thursday night at 12:41 a.m., 3 days placed the deadline at Sunday night. Something was going to happen on Sunday night. Something that the voice had already known about and was trying to get me to prevent, or warn me was going to happen to me. I did not yet know which. I drove home. I did not sleep. I made coffee. I opened my legal pad. I wrote the words what I know at the top of the first column, what I don't know at the top of the second, and what it implies at the top of the third. Then I started filling them in. The first question, how did the voice know about the crime before it was reported? Possible answers. The voice was the person who committed the crime. The voice had access to someone involved in the crime. The voice had access to a system that tracked certain types of incidents before they entered the official reporting pipeline. The second question, why my voice? Possible answers. Coincidence. I dismissed this immediately. The specificity was too high. Someone had chosen to use my voice specifically, which meant they knew who I was, which meant they had access to my recordings, which led back to the call management system. The third question, what does 3 days mean? I wrote it at the top of its own column. I did not have a possible answer, only an inference. Whatever 3 days meant, I had 72 hours to figure it out before I found out the hard way. And I had an advantage. I was a dispatcher. I had access, limited access, remote access, but access to the system that whoever was behind this had apparently been using. If they had left any trace, I had a chance of finding it. I looked at what I had written for a long time. Then I understood something that changed the shape of the situation entirely. I was not the target of whatever this was. I was the recipient of a warning. Someone was trying to tell me something. Someone had known about a crime 6 hours before it was reported. Someone had my voice in a high-quality recording. Someone was using both of those things to communicate something to me specifically. The question was, tell me about what?